Hi folks, Tonestar back with another ace tanker, this time in the AMX 12t. The map is Miravanka, and we are bottom tier, bottom of the barrel. And with all these new AMD 178Bs that are just YOLOing around, I'm going to show you how I play my light tank to try and mitigate the YOLOs. And also, I do make some mistakes in this game, that's for sure. But we're able to kind of pull out an ace tanker out of this one. So let's go ahead and get started. So normally I used to go basically to the E line on 6 and 7 and try and spot stuff. But with all these YOLO lights, I just feel like that's not a very good idea. And we're going to get the jump on one of those lights almost right away. So we spot this AMX 178B, and he is the definition of YOLO, and I'm afraid he's gonna spot me anyway. So we hit him twice, and then we do a handbrake turn to get below him, and he does put a little bit of damage into us, but we put in 3 shots into him. And rather than being, I used to be greedy, I'm really trying to work on that and getting the kill. I just let him go, right? He's going to die to somebody, and that's fine. So I've been playing with a Unicum you guys might know. His name's Togrim, and he does not abide mistakes. Like, if you platoon with him, you need to play at your best. And I do know how to play at my best, and it has really... that's not a knock on him, that's a knock on me. I'm too aggressive. I always have been. And it's helped me to become less aggressive and to play things smarter and not lose my health right away. Sure, I lost, 60 health in that first engagement, but to get 3 shots of damage, 445 damage, that's a good trade. So I know I'm lit now, so I'm trying to stay down below the edge here until I feel like I'm not lit anymore. And we'll go ahead and move into the bush here, and we've got shots on the lower plate of this Carnarvon, and this Carnarvon is one of the guys that I make a mistake to. So the 17B, although he's fairly close, there's bushes between him and I, and he has got rather poor view range. But you know, the thing to me is that this Carnarvon's gonna die, right? There's really no reason for me to bother shooting at him. Or if I do, take your 1 shot and get out. And instead I stay and I take 2 shots, and I get very, very lucky that I don't die there. So still a little bit of my old ways kind of coming back to bite me. So we automatically go on a reload, right? And this Carnarvon is going to sit behind a building for a period of time here, as he should. He should have never gone out middle, but nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. Currently, that's the team that's tied up. We do have the forest side, which is generally a very good indication that we're going to win the game, because the other side has not been pushed, and I cannot believe I did not get lit there by that 1375. His crew must be terrible. So my last shot, you notice what I do there? I shoot down the building that the Carnarvon's hiding behind so that my team can get free shots on his side. So I was pretty happy with that, actually, because that guy shot me. So we see the M40 or the Ravioli coming through the middle, and I think about taking that shot, but I'm afraid that Ravioli might spot me. So we go ahead and wait a little bit, and it looks like now we've lost the field side. I didn't see exactly what happened during the game, and I wasn't watching it close enough, but watch, I wait until this guy gets behind cover. We put 2 shots into him, and we call it good. In the old days, I would have YOLO'd him. You know, I would have reloaded, YOLO'd him, and probably died. Because I'm a 1-shot to almost everything. One of the few tanks that I'm not a one-shot to are the 178B and maybe the WZ-131, depending upon what gun he has, and the AT-15, probably the E-25 as well. But many of the tanks can one-shot me. So we're just taking our time, playing it slow, and doing our best here. So these shots, the shell velocity here is not fantastic, and that's unfortunate that we get miss that shot and bounce it. But we're just doing our best here to try and support where we can. And I noticed that this IS-2 seems bent on pushing our Tiger 1. So I'm going to take advantage of that every chance I get. In the meantime, things have evened up a little bit, and I auto-aim, and although I don't really do damage, I do incapacitate the IS-2, and we're able to kind of squeak between buildings so that the AT-15 doesn't have shots on us. Now, I don't believe that I'm lit at this point. This light tank has been behind cover for a long time, and he's got extremely poor view range. So we go ahead and execute him, and that is pretty close to the end of the game. Everybody else kind of died in the meantime. But we're up to 2,000 damage. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of spotting, but quite honestly, if you're doing 2,000 damage in a light tank, you don't need to be the spotter per se, especially if you're bottom tier. You know, we have an ELC even 90 on our team, and that guy has ninja levels of camo. Although I feel like this 12T has quite good camo as well. It's a very, very good light tank. I do suggest running food on it because the view range is a little bit underwhelming. Even with food, I'm only at 430 meters maybe, and we're able to pick up the arty. And rather than just dive over and get shotgunned, I'm going to play the patient game with him and try and get a shot where he has very little hope of hitting me. So we're just juking back and forth, trying to get him to shoot, or trying to get a position that we can get shots, and the ELC does finish him off for the end of the game. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action report on this one. Okay, we ended up with ace tanker, of course, one bond, and we got a Confederate, which means we hit a lot of different guys. We were top of the team, 1162 base XP. This doesn't always sort by base XP. It looks like, yeah, we did more damage than most of the tier 8s on our team. And their IS-2 did actually quite a bit of work as well. So happy with that kind of base XP. 25 shots, 19 hits, 16 pins. That doesn't surprise me in the least. We hit 8 vehicles and killed 1. So it tells me that I was being more careful. Not careful enough, of course, but being more careful and not trying to finish off targets, just hitting what I can for free there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I will definitely catch you next time. If you'd like to leave a comment, that'd be great. And please do subscribe if you'd like to see more tank action. We're trying to put out a bunch of videos here, and I've got a big backlog of videos if you're a newer subscriber that you can go watch as well. And they're still relevant for the most part to the game. Even my beginning ones are fairly relevant because there's a few things that have changed, but not a lot. Okay, well, we'll wrap this up and we'll catch you next time.